I had this guy arguing with me on YouTube. He said, what is a good e-collar to use? I don't want one that'll burn my dog, okay? Now, first of all, talking about a burn, that is a dog training language for giving stimulation, all right? So the e-collar cannot burn your dog, I guarantee you. And the reason why I know this is because I understand voltage, amps, and ohms. It's impossible for the e-collar to burn your dog. And there are pictures on the internet that'll say this burned my dog or these burned dogs. No, those are not pictures of burns. Those are pictures of abscesses created by leaving the e-collar on either too long or too loose or too tight, or the e-collar's on fine and then a secondary collar bumps into the collar and it creates this abscess. It's one of those 3 or 4 things. That's it. It cannot burn your dog. It's impossible. All right? Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. The first e-collar I had was a Tritronics. It was gigantic, okay? I've been using e-collars longer than most people. My first e-collar was back in like the late 80s, early 90s. And it was gigantic. It was a Tritronics. So I'm telling you flat out, it cannot burn your dog. If you see pictures like that, that's created by an abscess, and that's what that is. It's not a burn. And it's probably somebody that's anti-e-collar posting this nonsense, saying that they burn dogs, and it can't. It's impossible. Okay? It's absolutely impossible for an e-collar for a dog to burn your dog. Those are abscesses created by either putting it on too tight, too loose, or a secondary collar bumping into it. That's all that is. Cannot burn your dog. Even on the highest setting, it can't burn your dog. It can make a muscle jump, similar to like, they have medical devices to sort of exercise muscles, where they give the muscles stimulation. It can do that. It's unpleasant. I don't like it. With all that said, okay, it can't burn your dog, all right? You should understand how to use it. You should contact a professional. You should have the dog e-collar conditioned by a professional. Just don't get it and think that it's about zapping the dog. That's not the way that it works. Generally speaking, you're using the e-collar when the dog is being good in training. It's not about the dog's fucking up, I'm going to zap it. That's not it. And the other important thing about an e-collar, this is very, very important, that you don't use it real high up, that you use it lower than a human can feel it. Okay? So a dog can sense it lower than a human. So on an e-collar Technologies mini Educator, without comfort pads, a human can feel it at about 15. So I use it at 15 and below, and I lay it in real low like that, conditioning the dog with it real low. I do not take it up high in most cases. Sometimes I might take it up a little bit higher. If it's a high drive hunting dog, if it's a Cocker Spaniel, I might go up to 28, something like that. Tonka is a high drive hunting dog. I might take it up higher on him. It's like this. Think of it this way. You are nothing like a dog, okay? You are nothing like a dog. My dog, Ike, can jump into freezing cold water and it doesn't really cause him pain. He goes, retrieves a duck or a goose and comes back and he's ready to jump in freezing cold, ice cold water. Water that would kill you. The perception is totally different. These dogs that are real fast moving, these high drive dogs like Tonka, Charlie, whatever, you could put a lot of protection type dogs in that category. High drive dogs, they don't really perceive, you have to bring it up to a level sometimes that they can perceive it, like, oh, it's there. But the general consensus is that you condition them in as low as possible. And in most cases, this is no shit. A dog will come here and they're feeling it at 1% on a mini Educator, and you can go to 100. So why would you go real high if you didn't need to. It's a fact. You just want it to be an irritant, like you just want to be annoying to the dog. You condition it in with the word no, right? The dog's screwing up. It's annoying. Well, as soon as you become compliant, it stops being annoying. The dog learns to turn the collar off, okay? So, flat out, it is impossible to burn anything with a dog e-collar. That goes for bark collars, okay? And regular just, e-collars.